Well, welcome to my Saturday morning. I'm doing a number of things. I got up early and I cut a huge bouquet of flowers. Not this one, though Minoan lace was the star of that arrangement, but I cut a huge bouquet of flowers to take to my neighbor. Her daughter is graduating from high school and she's having a party for her today, and I thought it would be fun to gift her with some flowers for her as a centerpiece for her table. So this coffee corner moment is brought to you by Minoan lace. Have we done a coffee corner moment with Minoan lace before? It is definitely the star of my garden right now. It is a wonderful cut flower. It's long lived. You guys can just Google that. It's Minoan, Minoan lace seeds online. Somebody was telling me, I think that they were a little bit expensive in the link that I provided before, but just Google them. If you were here, I would happily gift you some of them, but they are still in bud form. They haven't even dried yet, but it definitely, I think, makes a spectacular arrangement for the coffee corner. And I like the oversized scale of it in relation to this thrifted, I might add, ceramic little vase. Now, I also love the way that the entire composition is kind of in red and white for this coffee corner moment, because my husband gifted me with a beautiful bunch of fresh tomatoes. My friend Jen gifted me with a whole lot of greens. I've got kale, I've got romaine lettuce, I've got Swiss chard, I've got Latin kale. There's just so many different things. And then I brought in some of my own purple romaine lettuce. So I've got all of that this morning I am in the process of washing and getting my greens ready for the coming week. And then this is something I've been wanting to tell you about. This is a small company. It's called Mora Ceramics. It's a small company, a small business that does sell on Amazon online. I love their mission statement. I think, what does it say? Hit pause and eat. And you guys, so this is one of these serendipitous things that I just love. You all have seen and admired these coffee mugs. I've had these for years. I didn't really pay attention at the time where the company that made them, but then once I was just looking online for some different kind of plates, and these popped up, and these are the perfect accompaniment to the coffee mugs. And lo and behold, they were from this same wonderful company. This is a couple. They, again, are a small business. I love the fact that at least one of them is a retired, or now retired, even though it's a young couple, engineer, and they just decided that they wanted to put their passion into making beautiful ceramics. And I think it's just a wonderful company. Hopefully we will be showing you some different products in their line. This isn't a sponsored post, by the way. This is just a company that I'm really passionate about. They have large platters. They have beautiful pie plates that I'm thinking about getting for my sister Barb, who makes all sorts of pies. And I just think it looks wonderful. I love the way this earthiness looks great with this pop of red. These are napkins that belonged to my second mom. They've got, for this coffee moment, they have coffee mugs on them. I think they're really cute, but they just scream summer, I think. The little brass spoons, in case you wanted to put sugar in your coffee, the little brass spoons. You guys have seen these before. I bought them online. This is a canister that used to hold a candle, and after the candle was finished, I am using it. You could use it for sugar, and I'm embarrassed to say, but you guys will understand. You could hear Stuart giggling. This is what I keep my Miralax in, and I try to put it in a place where people will not mistake it for that sweet stuff. But even something as practical as Miralax can look pretty in a canister like this and not just have that ugly bottle out. So there's my practical meets pretty moment. You guys, I'm sure will understand. The rattan tray I bought online. You guys have seen these before, but I love it, the way it echoes the color, this kind of tawny, kind of butterscotch color that is matte, that is on the rims of the plates and of the cups themselves. And then for my reading in this coffee corner moment, you guys have seen this before, this Drawn to the Garden. It's a book on watercolors and also some tips And by the way, don't you just love a good clothesline? I have a thing for clotheslines, even though I don't have one. And then here is another book that I got recently for a personal reason. I am getting ready to submit the first I guess components of a new book that I've got coming out. And so I'm looking for ideas and things. This is a beautiful book called A Home in Bloom by Christy Purifoy. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it is lovely. The photography is lovely, lots of poetic moments, and it is just a little tome that looks pretty on your shelf. So I think that about wraps it up. I do want Stuart to take some of what we call B-roll to do the whole 360, ending up with this massive, massive mound of greens that I will be using in my dinner tonight and also gifting some to Leah and Stuart. So there you go. There's your coffee moment for this Saturday. Okay, we try to be so exacting when we shoot these, but just as a testament to the fact that things are not always carefully staged, styled, and orchestrated. Case in point, if you watch that previous segment, you will see that I forgot to take down my thrifted finds that I had up here, showing you where I was going to be placing them for Christmas. So now these come back down. They will go away, probably to the basement, into the Christmas bin. These go away. This is really behind the scenes kind of stuff, but we're all friends here. And my rabbit foot fern that I bought at Trocta's a long time ago will go back in position in this beautiful thrifted pedestal glass bowl. And again, all is right with the world. So there you go, behind the scenes for when we are styling and sometimes not being as attentive as we should be to what is behind us in the frame. Well, it has been a little while since I have shared some little life luxuries with you, but some of you may know that I recently took a Mother's Day trip to Santa Fe. We had the best time. My son and daughter-in-law from Denver met my husband and myself and two of our best friends there, and we just had a great time. We ate too much, we shopped too much, we maybe even walked too much, but we had a great, great time. And what I did was I was intentionally looking for some things there to replace some things that I have had for years that kind of have gotten just worn out, and they really needed, I needed to update them. So case in point, I have had this Williams-Sonoma restaurant dinnerware for years. I would say probably for 35 years. And yes, and I have loved it and I have honored it, but now I am thanking it for its service because it's all scratched up. It's got lots of black streaks on it. Some of them are chipped and they just need to be replaced. I have some other, and you know what, this is my question of the day. This is very telling, I think, of my generation. I have a thing for different, well, everything that you would use in setting your table, for different place settings, for different kinds of china and pottery and table linens. And I want to know if you are the same way. It's very, I think, peculiar to those of us that are around my age. Anyhow, I am very much of that generation, and I like me some dinnerware, and I like to mix it up. So it's time to replace these. Happily, I know someone who is moving into a new apartment, and I will be gifting them to her. Can you say Julia Perriman, Stuart?
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. So she will be the recipient of these lucky white Williams-Sonoma dinner plates. And I am replacing mine with something that you will see later, and I'll talk about to a little bit greater extent. And these are some new smaller plates from Mora Ceramics. I love these because they match my coffee cups, again, as you will see later. But I also like them because they're smaller and they're stackable. Why is that important to me? It's important to me because I can just leave these out. I don't have to find a place for them in my cupboard. I bought 8 of them. I also like them because they're a little bit smaller. And what that does is it really kind of dictates portion control on those of us that tend to overeat. So I like this about that too. They'll just be good. If I want larger traditional sized plates, I've got some more of those. You guys have seen my blue and white spode china, but these will be great just for every day. And again, they look handsome just sitting out on the counter. So that is my first little life luxury that I bought myself. I did order these online. Now, something else that I got, because I am just a sucker, as you guys know, for little bowls, is this little bowl set. And I actually got these in Santa Fe, but you can find them online, and I will provide the links. And I love the way they were packaged. I love the way that they just feel so elegant. I love the way that you could use these yourself in a stack. And look at the blue tones, the blue and earthy tones, and how beautifully they, I think, kind of choreograph with the new dishes that I got. But you could also use these individually and gift something in them, maybe some homemade soaps, or maybe just one piece of fudge, and you could wrap it up in a cute way and use it as a smile present. But I love the patterns on them. Now, how do I intend to use them? Well, obviously these would be good for things like different sauces, for soy sauce. My husband, who adores A1, for ketchup, for mustard, for mayonnaise. But what I will probably be using them most for is a concept that I adore, and it's having individual salt cellar little dishes, salt and pepper cellars at each place setting. And half of it will be salt, the other half will be pepper, and you'll have it right there at your place, and no one will have to pass you the salt and pepper. So I've got all of these. They're all stacked. I think they just look wonderful with this china. They were not expensive, and well, they just fill a need I have for little bowls. I don't know what else to say. I just love little bowls, and they scratch that itch. So let's take a break, and we'll come back, and I want to show you some other things. Well, if I was going to give a name for my outfit du jour, it would be chic for less. Later on today, I'm going to be going to a graduation party, and I thought it's going to be outside, and I thought this might be just the casual yet tailored look that I'm going for, starting from top to bottom with my sunnies that are just the classic aviator Ray-Bans. I love the touch of gold, which evokes the touch of gold that I've got in this bracelet that belonged to my second mom, and the gold watch, which belonged to my mother-in-law. The white cast on my skin is compliments of Neutrogena sunscreen, and I've got an owie, so the Band-Aid is compliments of CVS. I got an owie when working outside this morning. My top, now you talk about really good value. This is from Quince. I love Quince. This is 100% cotton. It's a sustainable company. Their price points are remarkable. This is their peasant blouse. I've gotten several things from them, and I just cannot speak highly enough of the brand and their mission statement, and the fact that they really are budget conscious for consumers. So I really, really like that. I also like the fact that I have paired it with these thrift store pants. I think they're really cute. They have pockets, which I love. I got these last year. Where did I get these? Which thrift store was it? I can't remember, but they are thrifted. They're in navy, and I love navy and white, especially with a pop of red. And these shoes came from Target, but they are several years old, so we will try to find some similar, and we will, of course, put all of the links below. Oh, have I forgotten anything? Yes, my earrings, and yeah, and I can't remember where I got these earrings.
They're unique.
Yeah, they're kind of, well, I like the pearl and the stone combo. So there you go. There is my outfit du jour, just in time for graduation season. Well, something else that I've had forever that needs replacing. In fact, I bet I had this before I even got married, and I've been married a while, so it is over 35 years old. And that is one of these great big wooden walnut salad bowls. I've had this forever, so long that some of the finish has started to wear off of it. It just doesn't look as pretty anymore. I feel like I can never really get it clean, but I do love the way it looks in the winter time or in the summer, just filled with nothing but, say, apples and greenery, or lemons and limes and greenery, or pine cones and greenery, something to that effect. So this is going to be relegated to the basement, where I will pull it out for different kinds of seasonal applications. But I did want to replace it for its intended purpose, and that is just as a salad bowl. Now, this was a brand that really, before my friend Deborah started to gift it to me, I was completely unfamiliar with, and it is Nambe. And let me see, where is my, can you see the blue box anywhere, Stuart? Over there, yeah, if you want to hand it to me. But when we were in Santa Fe, there is a Nambe store, and when you go in the Nambe store, it's just off of the square, they sometimes have special deals. And this is one place that my daughter-in-law and my son and I wanted to go to, specifically looking for two different things. I was looking for a beautiful salad bowl set with that distinctive glossy metal silver toned tip, and they were looking for a new addition to a Nambe creche set in this same beautiful finish that they have, and periodically they treat themselves to a new piece. So they have the base components of the creche set, but they bought a palm tree. So they bought the palm tree and I bought this set. Now, why was it such a good deal? All of this was under $100, both the servers, the bowl, and the individual salad bowls. Typically, when you buy these separately, because for years I have looked for individual salad bowls in wood for Hubs. He loves eating his salad out of wooden salad bowls. Now, this is something I didn't particularly want to thrift. I wanted something that, well, let's just say that I didn't just pick up at TJ Maxx. I wanted something that was kind of special. And so I got this set. Again, it was on special at the Nambe store. There are also sorts of different versions of this salad bowl. We'll put some of them in the links below. This is just the one that they had on special. That special changes daily, I think. So this was a real treat that I wanted to gift myself, a little life luxury to replace something that literally was worn out. You guys know I like to use things for as long as possible, but at a certain point, I think they just start looking a little world weary. And now that I've got a new cottage, I want to upgrade some of the things that I've had forever. Now, something else that is definitely a little life luxury. Well, what is more luxurious than making new friends? So recently, there have been so many visitors to the cottage, and there were specifically two darling gals. They were here from New York City. One of them writes children's books and at one time worked for Sesame Street. How fun is that? And the other one, Bryn, she just opened a boutique of women's accessories in New Jersey. Allison is the one who writes children's books. And Allison, I don't have a show and tell for, and when I say writes children's books, she has a whole myriad of them. Her most recent works are a line called Pet Pals, and I have ordered some of those off of Amazon. I have not gotten them yet. So, Allison, I'm sorry, I don't have a show and tell for you. But I do have a show and tell for Bryn, because she so kindly, after coming to the cottage, and let me just say, we became fast friends. They also came to my Commonplace book signing. We later met for something to drink later in the afternoon. They have invited me to New York City to stay with them if I visit there anytime soon. They were just lovely, as was their mother, who I FaceTimed with when they came to the cottage. But Bryn sent, not just for me, but also for Leah, these two scarves, and this is just indicative, and a very, very, very sweet note. This is indicative of the kinds of things that she sells packaged absolutely beautifully. Check out her website because they've got, it's just really wonderful, and there are different accessories available, but look at this beautiful scarf. Now, Leah and I, we may have to fight over who gets which one, though both of them are really, really beautiful. This is 100% silk. It's just the kind of scarf that Leah loves to wear, and increasingly influenced by Leah, that I love to wear. A heart is her motif, and I love being able to do shout outs for these small companies. And she just opened her boutique. We will put a link below. Look at this one. Is it not just gorgeous? Oh, this one's bigger, Leah. This one is even bigger. Ooh, we may have to arm wrestle, deciding who gets what, because this is absolutely beautiful. So that is definitely another small company and a life luxury that you might want to treat yourself to, in addition to treating any other kiddos in your life who might enjoy one of Allison's books. And we will put a link to both of their creative works in the description box below. Lastly, this is a book that I got in Santa Fe. We will also put a link to this, but oh my gosh, is it not just beautiful? Is it not just scrumptious? Both,
on the side.
Yeah, Leah and Stuart both just fell in love with it when they walked in the door before they'd even opened it. It is, and just because a book is beautiful on the outside, I don't immediately buy it, though it is definitely an influential factor. But I loved the aesthetic inside of it. Lots of blue, of course, but just lots of styling and vignettes that kind of reminded me of the cottage. All of the white, the green, the blue artwork, and I just loved it. So if you want to treat yourself, and look, this is probably what you were talking about. The binding is also blue. Yeah, it looks so rich, really, really exquisite. So it is not only a little life luxury, it is one of the things I am reading this week. In addition to another wonderful, wonderful book called Braided Sweetgrass. I also bought that in Santa Fe. It seems to be everywhere. Some of the most beautiful writing that I have read in a long, long time, written by a Native American woman who is also a botanist and a scientist and a writer. Really, really wonderful. What are we watching? Well, here's two things I'm about to watch. Okay, what's the name of the... Oh, Bridgerton. I watched season 1, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely spectacular. Now Leah tells me I have got to watch season 2. She and her girls, her roommates, they even had a Bridgerton party. Leah, let's put up a still of, what was it that you had? Purple drinks, purple cucumber sandwiches. It was very Marie Antoinette-ish. Cheesecake, it's just wonderful. What a fun idea to have a Bridgerton party. So I need to watch season 2. The other movie that I need to...
Unfrosted? What's it called?
Yeah, Unfrosted. Okay, talk about a fun... That will just be fun. And I think, you know what? I'm going to have my own party. When was the last time you guys had... And when was the last time you guys had a Pop-Tart? It has been years. I don't know about you, but growing up in my house, 1 of 10, Pop-Tarts were a real treat. We seldom ever got them, so I do think of them very, very fondly, frosted or unfrosted. So that's another movie. Is it on Netflix? On Netflix that you guys might want to watch. And what am I listening to lately? I have been listening to Parisian Cafe Jazz, which has been, really, really fun. I like the vibe. It is great for inside or out. Just French cafe music in general. You can listen to the Carla Bruni channel on Pandora, or just find something else on Spotify. So that's kind of my, maybe a French cafe vibe. Kind of reminds me of our coffee corner, Leah, I think, this time. So anyhow, there you go. Some little life luxuries, what I am reading, what I am watching, and what I am listening to on this Signature Style Saturday. Okay, Leah, I can't decide. Can you decide?
We'll just trade
I know.
back and forth.
We'll
Look
do
how
that.
cute
I
that
know. We'll
is.
do this mother-daughter thing. Look how cute that is. And this even
know.
kind of looks good with my outfit.
I know.
Okay, Bryn, thank you so much.
love
We're
them.
big fans of your
We'll go back and forth.
100% silk scarf. Yeah. So what is the point of all of these little life luxuries if you do not use them to celebrate something with your loved ones? So I've got just the occasion. My son Johnny is going to be home from Singapore next week. I cannot wait. He's going to be here for about 3 weeks, and I anticipate having a bunch of friends over. On the menu will be brisket, corn on the cob, salad, and I need one more thing, and that is my final question of the day. What would you serve in addition to those things? I'm thinking about setting the table with what I've got right here. It's kind of an all-natural kind of vibe. I love this Mora stoneware. And then I'll also probably have a large flower arrangement of things, nothing but greens, maybe a little cascade of cherry tomatoes over the side, but all based on kind of vegetables. What's better, beef and vegetables? I mean, that's kind of the thematic. So this is what we've got going. This is what I am thinking about. This is what I am dreaming about, and that dream will very soon come to pass when my son Johnny comes marching home. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this signature style Saturday. It was really fun for me, Leah and Stuart, and I hope it was fun for you too.